Tonight with breaking news out of Tupelo, longtime businessman, civic leader, and civil rights advocate Jack Reed Sr. has passed away.
WCBI's Allie Martin is standing by at a well-known landmark with more. Allie?
Thank you. I'm standing in front of the iconic Reed's department store in downtown Tupelo. White ribbons are already on the doors in honor of Jack Reed Sr. Now, this store has been in this location for more than 100 years. It started out as a dry goods store, but now is arguably one of the most recognizable retail names in the entire region. Mr. Reed served his country during World War II. He returned to Tupelo after he graduated from Vanderbilt University. Perhaps, though, his biggest impact will likely be his role in easing Tupelo and Lee County through the civil rights era of segregation. He also promoted education reform, and he ran for governor as a Republican, which wasn't very popular back in 1987. He lost by a slim margin to Ray Mabus. We talked with Tupelo Mayor Jason Shelton within the past hour about Mr. Reed's influence and his legacy.
I think Mr. Reed would want us to renew our commitment to making Tupelo a better place to live. When the civil rights era was taking place, he led the charge of keeping Tupelo a public education community and saying that we're not going to have those problems in Tupelo, Mississippi. When other state leaders called to end the public school system in the state of Mississippi, he gave a famous speech to the Mississippi Economic Council to preserve the public education system in the state of Mississippi.
And his stance on that issue was not very popular at the time. A few years ago, I interviewed Mr. Reed right here at Reed's department store about those days in the civil rights struggle, and he said doing the right thing is not going to be popular most of the time, but he persevered. Now, above all, Mr. Reed was guided by his Christian faith. His obituary says he was inspired by Jesus' teachings, and he tried to live his life accordingly. His funeral will take place on Saturday. We're still waiting for the times, and of course, we will have more on the life of Mr. Reed in the days ahead. For now, we're in downtown Tupelo. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, that's Allie Martin live in Tupelo with that story for us tonight.